Hi, Deanna and I are here today for another discussion, and we don't really have a plan. We've got a few things we want to talk about.
And we don't have a plan because we had
we had a very emotional morning.
Yeah.
Both of us, and we hadn't even spoken to each other.
Because when I woke up, I sent a text to Deborah. We always do, like grand rising or deep sleep before we go to bed.
Every day.
Yeah.
Even on the days that we work together.
Yeah.
We do that.
Yeah. And I always did that with my children. And so until Ryan got married, until Chelsea transformed. And so I sent my message to Deborah. I said, Grand Rising. I said, I'm going to go inward this morning, so I will see you at the studio.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, cool, okay. And I had the same feeling myself, that's what I wanted to do. My day started out so differently than it normally does because I usually jump up out of bed and, I just get started with my day, right? Because I always have an idea and a plan of everything. Well, our
I like my morning routine. I like my morning routine. Like I've been missing my celery juice.
I know. Well, our lifestyle has really, what do you say?
We know what we have to get done in the morning.
Yeah, and
so it's like we have to do this.
Yeah.
So in order to feed our bodies nutrition that we need to function,
and the cleansing benefits of everything too. So the lemon water, the reason that I drink lemon water, the lemon honey water in the morning, is because I know what it's doing to my liver. It's flushing my liver out, and I've never drank so much water in my life.
No.
So I start with 32 ounces, the big jar. This has thyme in it. I made thyme tea this morning. That's how big my jar is in the morning. So I drink that. I'm supposed to drink that, like my daughter sits down and drinks it. I usually drink it as I'm doing things. Yeah. And so while I'm drinking that, I make the celery juice. I clean the celery even if it's organic.
I don't.
Yeah, I do mostly because of Sam, my daughter. So
because why?
Because she's a real purist.
Yeah.
And very perfection about it. And so I just respect. So the celery juice, and then when I'm, you're supposed to wait 20 to 30 minutes in between finishing the water and then drinking the celery juice. And then I'll drink my celery juice and I'm putting my smoothie together when I'm doing that. So the smoothie, sometimes I use frozen bananas, sometimes I use fresh, sometimes I use a combination. What?
I just can't believe how much detail you're going into, but I do all that.
But this is what I think that everyone wants to hear, because
I think so
it's the little things. It's like when Monica was with us the other day when we were shooting video, and her smoothie looked a different color than Deanna's. And so Deanna, you explained.
Yeah, because I had made the advanced heavy metal detox smoothie that morning, which was twice the amount of spirulina, twice the amount of barley grass juice, and twice the amount of cilantro. And it looked different.
Two cups of cilantro.
2 cups of cilantro.
Wow.
It looked a different color, but it also tasted very different. And I didn't like it as much as I love the heavy metal detox smoothie. And I have to tell you that I wouldn't eat if I didn't have to. I think I really wouldn't. I just think that. But I love eating now because I know that what I'm eating is feeding my body with nutrition.
Yes, yeah. So you wouldn't eat, but if you were hungry, you would eat.
Yeah, of course. But I wish I was never hungry.
It's just a part. I've gone through that. It's a part of being human. We have to feed our bodies. And so sometimes we get so busy. I know I get so busy that I don't think about eating. And I have a 24-year-old son who is the same way. And so I'm trying to teach him, that he has to eat before he's hungry, rest before you're tired,
and drink before you're thirsty.
And so that
helps.
And he works, he works on cars and equipment and everything. And I said, your truck won't run without gasoline. Our bodies will not run without gasoline. And
our bodies won't run without gasoline?
Without fuel. And food is our fuel.
Our cars won't run without fuel.
Neither will our bodies.
Right. And that's why I have to eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this lifestyle makes it so easy.
And you know what? I enjoy food so much more now. Like, I'm just looking at this mango, and I'm like, I'm excited about eating a mango. I know. I used to get excited about eating Dove dark chocolate.
Yeah.
I'd be like, look, see a piece of dark chocolate, and I'd be like, and I couldn't eat just one. And you don't have to eat just one mango.
Eat as many as you want.
Eat as many as you want. So if it's tasting really good to you in the moment, like, let's cut it open.
Yeah, so we're going to show that. So choosing a mango, you want it a little bit.
And I never learned this stuff. I learned so much from her.
You want it a
now
little,
I know.
A little soft.
You want it a little soft.
Not too soft.
No.
And if there's a little nectar oozing out of the end here, that means see, there's a little bit of nectar right there. I don't know if you can see that.
New.
There's a little bit of see that? You can see it. It's right there. A little drop of nectar. Right.
Wow.
Yep. Oh, look at that. It's the light's reflecting on it right there.
So does that mean it's good?
It's right.
I picked a good one today.
Yeah. And so
I'm so pleased with myself.
If it's not ripe when you buy it, you just set it out on your counter for a few days.
Yeah,
well, this is really juicy. It's really good.
That's what I love about going to Whole Foods, is because they do have ripe avocados.
Yeah.
I picked up an avocado this morning, and I just we'll continue with this because then I got an avocado story.
Yeah, okay. So I do a slice right down the center of it, and then I do slices across.
So they're little squares.
Yeah, so it turns out, I'll show you.
I'll never forget the first time Sammy made this for me.
Yeah. And then voila. That's how easy it is.
Eat it all.
Yeah, so
and actually mangoes, is it the Australians say that mangoes should be eaten in the shower or the tub?
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's the best place. No, I have some at home that I've been having to eat over the sink because they're that juicy. Yes.
But the best part is coming.
Oh, well, not for everybody, but for us.
Well, the best part for me.
For
Isn't it for everybody?
Believe it or not.
Red pepper flakes.
Red pepper flakes.
I love it. And we don't, wait, it doesn't even come out the little holes?
No.
Let me see.
Watch. It doesn't, barely. It comes out. Look at how much is on there.
You were shaking that so hard.
I know. You can barely see it.
There's like 6 flecks on there.
It's true.
I wouldn't even be able to taste it. I'll just have to lick that off.
So I opened this up.
I love the hot pepper.
And then...
So I love spicy. And we pour it on. We have to make sure we get enough. And that we get some on. I have to make sure. That
every little square.
Every little square. And it's so delicious.
And then that's how you eat it. It's that simple. Mm-hmm. That simple. Whoops. My goodness. It's so funny.
She's going to eat it like that.
No, well, I'm going to spread it around. If I was really hungry, I would just eat it like that. And then my mouth would be burning. But it's so nice. I love, since I've been eating this way, I love spicy sweet. I never liked it before.
Me
never.
too. I mean, I always loved I was going to say hot and sour soup, but that's not spicy sweet.
No.
But I never, like when you and Sam first did this, I was like, no. And then I tried it. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to have mango without red pepper flakes. As a matter of fact, I had to stop and get the red pepper flakes because we had none here. We have to have some here at the studio, some at home.
Yeah, so this isn't the sweetest mango I've had, but it is good and it is juicy. Mm-hmm. That's the one thing about the more fruit that you eat, the more your body wants and craves.
Yeah, that's what I love.
Think about how much water is in fruit. And that's why I know we really don't even have to drink much water.
No,
But we do for the cleansing techniques.
only if you have red pepper flakes stuck in your throat.
Because the lemon water, cleanses out my liver. That's why I drink, because I think about what it's doing in my
And
body.
I like that. I never would have thought about that, but and I never would have thought that food, I thought food was, I don't know, like it just like it was something that we had to do. But now it's something that I want to do because I know how good it feels, and I know how good I feel eating it. But it tastes like I've never appreciated and loved fruits and vegetables like I do now in my whole life.
And that's because we've been cleansing. We've been cleansing for 3 years now. And, it was a process. It was a slow progression. You just start adding one thing at a time.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be monumental, change everything overnight. There are
Well, like when you say start with one thing at a time, because I started with the 3 things at the same time, which was the lemon water, the celery juice, and the heavy metal detox.
Some people
smoothie.
might want to do lemon water for a month, and then next month add the celery
But
juice.
some people might want to do all 3.
Right.
And then some people might just want to do lemon water for a week, and then add the celery juice the second week, and then, prepare. It takes a little preparation to prepare for the heavy metal detox smoothie. All it takes is like you just go on Amazon, order the barley grass juice powder and the spirulina.
We've had all of the links.
The Dulse Flakes.
We've had the links.
And then, and have, I just used no lie, when I first started this, my blender that was given to me as a shower gift 42 years ago. That's what I used to blend my smoothie.
That's what you started using,
And
yeah.
it was fine.
Yeah, it works. Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't have to get the Vitamix. You don't have to go all crazy.
Yeah.
And even people started doing celery juice with just putting it in the blender, but then squeezing it through a cheesecloth.
That's a lot of labor.
It is. However, where there's a will, there's a way.
Right.
So if you can't spend the money on getting the juicer right now, because the one that the medical medium recommends is the best for celery and for everything.
It's like $300-$400, which isn't a lot. You're investing
No, I
in
don't
your
think it's
health.
that much.
Well, yeah, it doesn't.
I
You're
think it's
investing
like
in your
300.
health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
yeah,
use
does-
it every single day.
Yes.
And I've used it every single day for 3 years, so it was well worth every penny that I spent on it.
Yeah, it's an investment.
Yes.
Yes.
So
It's a small.
isn't it
investment.
so cool that you could actually get really excited about the food? And we had a dinner with friends on Monday night, and are they transitioning into becoming vegetarian?
Well, I know Michelle, who hosted the dinner, she said, thank you for bringing me, for introducing me to this lifestyle. Because
she grew up Italian.
Yes, I've noticed lately that I'm very sensitive. I'm becoming sensitive to gluten and something else, dairy. That's a lot of people's sensitivities. And a lot of people don't even realize that the health issues that they have are because of what they're eating. And you don't know that until you eliminate it and your health issues go away. So it's, we're encouraging everyone because it shows
so good.
And it shows on your face.
It does.
And it also shows in your mirrored image.
When you look at yourself.
Yeah, when you look at yourself, and she's been interrupting almost every sentence. That's why I had to.
I got the message loud and clear. She was so kind about it. You were so kind
I know,
about it.
I've
You were
really gotten good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the lifestyle too. Is that have more patience, because I have to have patience with myself. If I'm impatient with anyone else, it's because I'm not patient with myself.
True.
And everything that we see in other people, or that we want to blame other people for, it's because we need to see it
in ourselves.
No, she did that on purpose. So you're not going to get a rise out of me, or that's what you're trying to do. Right?
No.
But yeah, she's a tease sometimes.
Oh my God, that was great. No, we say things at the same time. We were even doing Like we had a moment in the kitchen and we were both doing deep breathing. And there was, at one point, we were breathing at the same rhythm.
And we had our eyes closed.
And I was like, oh my God, we're breathing at the same exact time. We're like,
it's because we've been crying and stuff. And and it's fun. It's fun. You know, we have fun in everything that we do. And even in the tender, you know, emotional moments, it's still fun. And thank God we have each other.
Yeah, I'm so grateful. Grateful
especially
for that.
Yeah.
But it's what I've become more aware of is allowing myself to be in the moment. To go into the feeling. Feeling of grief.
Yeah.
Because grief is still very prominent in my life.
Yeah. So, because you have those moments.
Yeah.
And, you know, when someone who's very close to us transforms into non-physical, it's, you know, especially, you know, when it's your daughter or your child. It takes a lot.
I think a lifetime.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then when I looked at Deborah, and you actually started crying before I did, when I was just starting to talk about Chelsea. And I was just like, when I saw her crying, I just like started bawling. So.
And Deanna had a reading the other day at the Purple Door.
At the Purple Door, yes.
With Susan. And we had heard about Susan for years.
Because she was a fellow service provider in the beauty industry.
Yeah,
she owned a hair salon.
Owned Aji Damani Hair Salon.
Yeah.
And so Deanna, it took, you know, a couple months to get an appointment with her because she is so good at what she does.
I've been seeing mediums for over 30 years. And she was freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
She was
So it was like Deanna was having a conversation with Chelsea. And I was there as your support.
Yeah.
You know, and also, you know, just as another perspective. And it was, you know, here we are. And you've had many readings. I mean, this was one of
for Chelsea?
Yeah.
Yeah, because of, you know, my chiropractor is also medium, and then Sebaste, our friend Sebaste, she didn't do it a lot. But the thing with Susan is that
Which Susan?
Susan at the Purple Door has been doing this for probably over 30 years, like professionally.
Yeah, and it's her focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was so spot on.
Yeah.
So she's a psychic medium, and she explained everything in the beginning. Like, I've never had anyone explain it right in the beginning. So psychic is that she, you know, picks up on your energy, and she, you know, tells, and she was spot on about me. And then she was saying something else, and it sounded just like Deborah. I'm like, nope, that's Deborah. You know, about, you know,
taking risks,
and you know, you put your mind to something and you make it happen. That's what she always has done. I would just have to give Deborah an idea when we were growing up, and I wouldn't even have to do anything.
I just make it happen.
Do it. And then, you know, once we started discovering, we separated
in our late 30s. Well, the first time was in our early 20s, and then in our late 30s.
And we started, you know, to discover who we are. Like, I would have an idea, but it wouldn't get done, because that was Deborah's role in my life. She would always get it done. So Susan said, you know, so she read me, and then she said, and anyone that's deceased, you know, comes, you know, when they come in, she went through the whole thing, and that's the mediumship. And I had never had that explained all the 30 years that I've been doing this. So she's a psychic medium, which is really such a gift. It was such a gift.
Well, and y'all have that gift.
Yeah.
She
really gives lessons.
And she gives lessons. The Purple Door is on Winton Place,
right next to Ace Pool
Swim and Leisure.
Leisure.
And you can walk in. They have a little store,
they have a shop,
a lot of gift type items. Check it out. The Purple Door will have the link in the video, and
maybe we can interview Susan.
Yeah. So that kind of, you know, set our tone for the week, and you were really happy after you had that reading with Susan.
I felt like I was better able to accept Chelsea not being here physically anymore. I was able to accept where she is now, and I feel like in the reading she said, Chelsea had said that, you know, when I talk to her, like, she's always around, but when I talk to her out loud, she comes right in. and if I sit down, with a notebook, and if I get any information, just write it down. So so I feel like I am beginning, like I always knew that I would always have a relationship with Chelsea. And it's so great that I can continue to build on that. The relationship with her in non-physical, and know that she's here, even though I can't see, taste, hear, touch, or smell her. She's here.
And it's so different. It's so different than most people think. We've been trained, we've been programmed, we've been conditioned to think a certain way when someone is transformed into non-physical,
or people talk about it.
Died. The thing I don't like about using the word died or death is that death and dying sounds so
heavy.
but it sounds so final.
Oh yeah,
that's what it sounds like. It's like, oh yeah, they're gone.
Yeah.
No, they're not gone.
No.
They're here.
Yes.
Just like there's a lot of spirits around.
Yes.
And when you tune into that.
Yeah, and so it is, having been conditioned and taught that this is the way you deal with death, and I'm completely opposite, and especially with Chelsea. I'm completely, no, she's here. She's here. And it's just not in the way we,
And we miss her physical presence. Of course, she had such a physical presence, and just so beautiful, so kind, so loving, so generous. So I loved watching her here at work. She was so great, especially with special needs people.
Oh my God.
The younger people, she was so good with them.
So beautiful.
Yeah. So we just, we talk about her as, we talk about when she was here physically, but also where she is now. And that is part of the,
that's the part
it helps
my healing.
It helps so much in the healing. And that's one thing that you've had to ask for, like with family members. I want to talk about Chelsea. I want to talk about Dulse. With clients, I want to talk about my daughter.
So what if I cry?
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay to cry, guys. Yeah. It's okay for guys to cry. Yeah. It's okay for us to allow our vulnerabilities and to be that's who we really are.
And to share that.
Yeah. So we hope this message has really, really helped you today.
Thank you so much for being here. We love talking to you and having this conversation. And we'll see you next week. Have a wonderful week. Love to you all.
If you have any questions, please comment, or any comments. We welcome, adore, and love them. And we love and adore you all. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful week.
Bye-bye.